So I've been playing Astrobot on stream, a part of the new stream series for the channel where I'm working my way through the entire game and probably going to get the platinum by the end of it. However, just before Astrobot came out, I was honestly heavy into Concord. I was enjoying the game. I was playing the game a lot, definitely loving the game's gameplay and everything. But unfortunately, as you all may know, the first-person hero shooter that was Concord is no more for a variety of reasons, including the game's poor sales, the general lack of interest in the game. But you can check out my thoughts on all of that, as well as how Concord could potentially live on as a free-to-play game in this video in the top hand YouTube card or in the description. But as I was playing Astrobot more and more, and as I kind of marinated on it, I was wondering if there would be any representation of Concord in Astrobot. Besides, they were both in development around the same time, and since Concord was going to be in that new secret level series with Amazon, and there was a big push for Concord, I assumed that the Concord IP would be represented in the Galaxy Trodden adventure that is Astrobot, amongst the other PlayStation IP as well. And this wondering did lead me to tweet out this admittedly kind of just jokey tweet, you know what I'm saying? Because I assumed that if I had not ran into any Concord stuff before in Astrobot during my stream series, and if no one was talking about it at all on Twitter and everything, I would have probably assumed that there was not going to be any type of representation of Concord in Astrobot, given the state that Concord's in, with it being dead and all that. But I did receive a reply that opened up my eyes to something that I have already seen in Astrobot multiple times that could potentially be a Concord Easter egg within Astrobot. So what is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back in here on PlayStation Source, and we are going to go over and investigate this potential Concord Easter egg in Astrobot, as well as provide some lore straight from Concord that tells us exactly what this phenomenon is. So Astrobot has these hidden portals within the game's levels that lead you to the Lost Galaxy, a collection of hidden levels with bots to collect, puzzle pieces to find, and more. So when Astrobot goes through one of these portals that lead to the Lost Galaxy, he's in this like very light speed, very colorful looking kind of portal animation thing. So the big thing that connects the Concord comes from a Twitter user named Mulewn on Twitter/X, link below to his account down below in the description. Just want to shout him out because I would not have connected these two things together, and he definitely did so beautifully in his reply to me. So in his reply, he put the Astrobot light speed animation portal thing when he's going to the Lost Galaxy next to one of the Concord animations that would happen when you were going to specific planets in Concord matches, where the North Star, the main ship of Concord, would travel at light speed to that destination at the beginning of some matches. So I actually have a ton of different examples of this through my gameplay that I recorded from the beta and the full game of Concord that I'll be showing here on screen. But to me, I don't know, man. Some people can argue that this is just, hey, listen, they're both going through light speed, right? So this is just a regular kind of portal thing that we'd see from Star Wars or Star Trek or any other sci-fi thing. Like, this is not necessarily a very, very, unique aspect of Concord in terms of the overall genre of sci-fi. But I do got to admit, man, these color schemes and this like multicolored thing definitely screams Concord to me, and to me it seems like it could very well be a reference to Concord. But down below, guys, what do you think? Let me know how you feel about it overall. Is this coincidence or is it not? But this video could end right here, but I decided to take this a step further and talk about the nature of this lightspeed animation in Concord, since it does have a name and we do have a lot of info about it from Concord's Galactic guide. Before we get into the lore of the Concord lightspeed animation, I do want to give a huge thanks to this YouTube channel called Red Protocol. Link below, obviously, in the description, where this account was able to record a nearly complete version of Concord's Galactic guide, which was a map in Concord that offered lore points on characters, planets, historical events, and more that was achieved through sheer playtime. With the game being only accessible for 2 weeks, a lot of this Galactic guide was unseen by the wider audience, with the insane amount of hours it would have taken to complete the Galactic guide itself. He does mention that aside from a few entries that, quote, were unlocked past level 60 or behind individual character levels higher than 10, it's mostly a complete Galactic Galactic guide and maybe one of the most complete records of Concord's lore will likely ever have. So salute to Red Protocol, you did us a great service here. And it turns out the Galactic guide does have a lore element that explains the nature of this light speed animation, and it's called Superlight. According to Concord's Galactic guide, Superlight is the act of traveling at speeds faster than the speed of light. In order to do that, you have to break the light barrier. Breaking the light barrier is a thrilling, if not worrisome, experience. The pilot pushes the throttle to full and the ship accelerates hard. Even with the gravity shunt working at full power, the acceleration still launches you back into your seat, and anything not held down will go flying. As you near the light barrier, the salt fuel, the only known energy source potent enough to power superlight travel, kicks on. A cone of flame shoots out the back and the entire ship shakes violently under the additional thrust. As you get closer and closer to breaking through, you can see the light pressure build up on the prow of the ship. With a violent heave and a burst of bright, colorful light, you finally break through into smoother space, and suddenly all of the worlds in this vast galaxy are within reach. The view outside in a ship traveling in superlight is nothing short of emotional. You are witness to the incomprehensible. Light is split into a prismatic horizon that extends to infinity, and stars streak past in the blink of an eye. Once in superlight, you are a violation of the universe. It is constantly trying to push you back into sublight speeds, so to maintain these high velocities, you must burn fuel, a lot of fuel. This is the main limiting factor of space travel, and all the incredibly dangerous anomalies that can happen at these speeds. Gravity becomes your biggest enemy in superlight. Even the slightest distortion of space will shatter any ship into a million pieces. Best stick to the guild space lanes, which are guaranteed to be free of any debris, gravity wells, or other such dangers. Space lane superlight is not for the faint of heart. Traveling off space lane is for the mad. So what do you guys think? Could Astrobot physically be breaking the light barrier if we're talking in terms of Concord lore and going beyond the speed of light at such speeds where the entire universe is trying to slow Astrobot down, but he is fighting against it with some sort of salt fuel that is imbued in the PlayStation 5 DualSense to get him to the Lost Galaxy? Or is this just a simple color scheme that both games happen to use to represent incredible speeds going through a galaxy? I don't know, guys. I mean, I think this is pretty convincing, man. I think if you look at the color scheme of both animations, like, I don't know, man. I think I'm willing to bet that this is some sort of Concord Easter egg, and even if it's not, I might still call it that at the end of the day. Who knows? Let me know down below, guys. What do you think? Is this a Concord Easter egg, or is it not within Astrobot? Let me know your thoughts down below in that comment section. And while you're down there, keep it locked here on the channel to continue with us on the Astrobot stream series. Episode 3 is incoming soon, and who knows, maybe you might get some more Concord content in the future if you guys enjoyed that little blurb about the essence of superlight in the Concord universe. Thank y'all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.